everybody, welcome to Yoga Shorts. My name is Lola and I'm with the Sharon Forks branch, part of the Forsyth County Library system in Georgia, inviting you to take a step away from the busyness of your day, to take a break for yourself, to take a nice couple deep breaths, move the body a little bit, and hopefully move back into your day feeling refreshed. So always take care of yourself. If it hurts, don't do it. If you've got any instruction from a doctor on exercise, be sure to follow that. And today we'll be doing some standing postures. So if balance is an issue for you, you might want to grab a chair or a wall that you can rest your hand on. We're going to be practicing Warrior One pose today. But first, we're just going to get ourselves grounded and do a little bit of warm-up movement, and then we'll move into our Warrior One. So first, find yourself standing on whatever surface it is you're standing on, and make sure that you don't have a slippery surface, or if you're wearing socks on hardwood, be sure to take those socks off, because we're going to take a little bit of a wider stance. So just make sure your feet are nice and steady on the ground. So go ahead and let your feet ground themselves. Lift the toes, put the toes back down, lift the heels, and let them come back down. So the feet are about hip width apart, and let the arms rest beside you. If you're comfortable closing your eyes, go ahead and do that now. If not, just let your gaze rest towards the ground. Just taking a moment, feeling where we are right now. Taking a moment for a breath. First, let's scan our body. You're feeling our feet resting on the ground. Nice, firm, steady stance. Attention travels up the legs, up the back. Making sure you're standing nice and tall. Check in with the shoulders. And let them rest away from the ears in case they've crept up today. Checking in with the jaw, release any tension. And a scan of your face, especially that area around the eyes and right in between the eyebrows. Release any tension you might be holding there. Begin to notice your breath. The ebb and flow of your breath. And on the next inhale, that breath a little bit deeper on the inhale. See if you can send that breath all the way into the belly. Not to force it, just to focus. Nice deep breath in. And exhale. Another nice deep breath in. And exhale. One more nice deep breath all the way into the belly. Exhale, release any tension on that exhale. And allow your eyes to come back open. Letting your breath return to its natural rhythm. And we'll start with an inhale and let our arms float up overhead. And exhale, the arms float back down. And inhale, the arms come up. If you'd like, you can gaze up towards the hands. And exhale. And one more inhale. This time, let the top of the body lean a little bit towards the right. The hips go out a little bit towards the left in your crescent moon. Inhaling back up. And exhaling to the opposite side. Inhale up. And exhale, the arms float back down. So let's move into our Warrior One. The Warrior One, we're going to take a little bit wider stance. So you want to be sure that the floor is not slippery underneath you. So we're going to take about a 3 to 3.5 foot wide stance, adjust it a little bit based on the length of your legs and what feels steady for you. So I'm standing on a yoga mat, and you may or may not be, but the front toes would be facing towards that front edge of the mat or that imaginary edge of the mat. The back foot is going to be turned out about 45 degrees. The front heel aiming about towards the arch of the back foot. So if this does not feel steady enough for you, take a wider stance on the mat. So you still have that front leg pointing towards the front edge of the mat and the back leg pointing out about 45 degrees, but you're moving the stance a little bit wider if that feels more comfortable for you. And again, this is a good place to touch a wall or a chair if you have it nearby. So let's give a test of that front knee bend. Make sure that Front shin is parallel to the ground, or perpendicular to the ground. If you find that your knee comes up over ahead of that shin, you might want to take a wider stance. So let's give that a try. So we've got our front knee bending. Our back foot is turned out about 45 degrees. So we're going to inhale, the arms come up overhead. Option to keep the hands on the hips. And the arms overhead if that's comfortable. The front knee is bent. Exhaling here. So in this stance, the shoulders are actually in line with the short edge of the mat as well, and aiming the same direction as that front knee. Inhaling and exhaling here. Inhaling, the gaze can be upwards if that's comfortable, otherwise keep it straight ahead. And exhaling. One more inhale. And exhale, let the arms float down, that front leg straightens. And start to turn the toes towards the front. And then we're going to keep turning around so that that left leg is down the front leg. So we'll give a test of that front bend, make any adjustments you want to make with the stance, the width of your stance. The front heel is pointing towards the back arch, or keep the stance a little bit wider if you'd like, moving each foot a little closer to the side of the mat. Back foot's about 45 degrees. Inhale, the arms come up overhead. And exhale here. Inhale, pressing down a little bit with that back foot. And exhaling. And inhaling, option to look up towards the hands. Exhaling, letting those arms float down, straightening that front leg, and turning the feet back towards center, and then stepping the feet together, shaking it out a little bit. So there's our warrior one, and you have a couple of options, like I said, about your foot position. Always feel comfortable grabbing a wall or a chair if you like to for balance. Hands can also rest on the hips if you'd like, whenever you're in a warrior one. The front shoulders are in line with the short edge of the mat or in line with that front knee. In this case, hands on the hips. So give that a try. See what you think. Try the options for the variations and give your warrior one test. So I hope that you are feeling well today. I hope that your community is doing well. Glad that you could join me on Yoga Shorts. And I look forward to seeing you next time.